Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Opinion Machine, the show where we look at all things gaming. My name is Killjoy, and today we're taking a look at XCOM Chimera Squad. This is the most recent XCOM game to come out. It's a smaller style XCOM game. It's quite different to the others, but today I wanted to go over some thoughts I've had on it, my things I like, my issues, and kind of talk about it, and so you guys just know what this game's kind of about. Now, right off the bat, I do like this game. I think this game is fun, for sure. In a lot of ways, it does things that I think are awesome for the series, and there are some things I'm like, not so much, but altogether, it is what you'd expect from an XCOM game. And on the right-hand side here, you can see this lovely, lovely mess of things. So the way this game works is, imagine you are a SWAT team, you're basically the police, and your job is to go around these different parts of this city and essentially stop crimes going on, deal with different people. I'm probably about 10 hours into the game, I think. So this is obviously different for an XCOM game. If you've ever played XCOM, you usually have a map of the world and you're flying around the world. This is set in one city. The other big change really is the fact that you now have named people. You don't just have troops that you name personally. If we go to the armory, every single person here is a named person. We have like Axiom here, who is a muton. We've got different types of aliens in here. We've got a few humans as well, which is what's really cool. And the way that the game works is you can take 4 on a mission with you at any time, and then the other people left at your base you can use to do research, or you can use to level up, or go out on adventures. So city map, this is where you pick your missions. Here is the assembly, where you can have one person working on these. Oh, we're going to get an improved assembly. Ooh, that I definitely need to get. That's where you can upgrade your guns, your armor, unlock new abilities. Spec Ops, this lets you send people out on missions to gain credits, Illyrium, intel, all this stuff in the top right corner here. Then you've got the training, which you put people in there for training. Armory lets you look at people's loadout and what skills they've got. Supply lets you buy items from it, and this is like your standard XCOM where you load everyone out. You also have the scavenger market, which is basically the black market that lets you get better versions of items, like really like this superior auto loader lets you reload 3 times in a mission for no cost, which is great. Yeah, and so let's go on a mission. So far, the way the game is set up as a police is really, really awesome. The other big change is when you go on a mission, which you'll see now, is a mission will be broken to 1 to 3 encounters. During that point, these are like essentially little square rooms is how you do it, and it's changed up so that you're no longer moving everybody. It's all turn-based essentially, so you have a timeline of who goes next, and you can always see that. These places on the map, by the way, the little fire icons, this is when it gets unrest, this red one. After this next level, I'm going to have to do an emergency mission here to reduce it. You can put field squads here to like gain points or gain money and things like that to help reduce the things that are going on. But right now I can only do the Grey Phoenix mission down here, which is going to reduce the amount of unrest and give me money. So that's what we're going to do. As you can see here, 2 to the unrest, send the APC. So we've got to go into the city wall, no live feed, go find out what's going on. One of my agents are idle. That's fine. Right, and then this is where you can also see their loadout. Currently Terminal, these are all the different ones, is the only one who's got like a special weapon. Everybody else has kind of just got your standard kind of weapons. And it tells you a bit of information here, so we've got to investigate the Grey Phoenix in stacks. The mission is very difficult. To be honest, I'm playing on normal. Most missions are very difficult. And this, so you breach as well. I'll get to that in a minute, but you can see you can breach on these different places. Projected encounters free, so this is going to be a longer mission. So hopefully you can see some more stuff. So far, I'm pretty positive about it. I am enjoying the game. There are a couple of things that I do need to mention as we go on. This game is still just as buggy as the last 2 XCOM games, and that's something that really frustrates me because
Grey Phoenix has kept a low profile.
Yeah, they have. But it's frustrating because you have to deal with those bugs. Some of them aren't game breaking, but you would think by now they would have resolved them. You may see it on these missions. Sometimes you'll have it so that a person will shoot the wrong direction and hit somebody that they're technically aiming at. I've had it where my player character will warp forward next to that person and fire and then warp back. I've had The worst one is where I'm trying to move someone to a certain square and it moves it to the left or right of that, which is very strange. Just lots of things like sometimes the enemy AI takes too long. There's some weird bugs that have been around since they've been working on the newer XCOM games, and it's quite frustrating, but such is life. Now, when you breach on a mission, you get these different points. In this case, we're grappling in. Now you'll see here that different ones have different points you can enter. So we've got fleet-footed, gain free mobility for 1 round. We've got surprise, crit, we'll stun there. We've got this will crit, enemy shots will crit, enemies during will stun. So, I don't know what I'm fighting, but I like the idea of mobility. Now, these 4 people that I'm using are like my main team. Axiom is my dude who just runs in and punches people. He's also got a shotgun. Cherub is he's got a shield. You can use him to more defensive purposes. Godmother is also basically another person with a shotgun who's very powerful. And then Terminal, who is has a submachine gun, but also can like heal and do like give other abilities. So, mobility. Let's give that to Cherub because he generally has the least amount. Oh wait, no. Let's give it to Terminal. She usually has the least. Shots will stun, shots will crit. I'm giving Axiom the crit. I'm going to give Godmother the crit. And then I'll give... Ooh. Give Cherub that. Yeah, fuck it. So now when you hit breach, what happens is they go up there, and you can see... Now, I'm fighting mostly mutons, apparently, with this faction, because there's 3 factions you pick. So I'm on the 3rd faction now. So this will be interesting. Ooh, an adder. So now you can flick between them and choose to fire or run for cover. As they're probably all going to be surprised, no one's going to shoot back at me, are they? Nope. Okay, so let's shoot you. So this is a really cool implementation of something I like. I've also holo-targeted this person so I can get increased aim on them. What else can I shoot? Legionnaire. Yeah, shoot him. Shoot him in the face. There we go. Shoot you in the face as well. And then, yeah, we'll shoot you. And then that's how the missions generally start. Now, sometimes you can enter a mission and get enemies that will be aggressive towards you, so you have to kind of figure out who to shoot and... so there's some strategy to it, basically. So now we're on the map. It's going to look like a normal XCOM level, but you can see that essentially this is just a big square. And this is something that I actually like. There's no downtime of you having, playing the older games, creeping forwards and creeping forward. You just get straight into the action. Now you'll see the timeline on the right. You see my operatives, and it shows you how everyone's going to move. So currently Terminal is number 1. Next up would be this snake person over here. Along the bottom you get a ton of abilities, so I can do a lot of stuff here. Some of this stuff activates once per mission. Sometimes I can use some of these more than once. So, the first thing I'm going to do is, we know this snake guy, he's going next, and then the other adder over here would be the one afterwards. So I'm going to do an ability called Co-op, which what this lets me do is select somebody else who can then do an action. Is it one action? Allows them to grant an immediate bonus action. So, actually, before I do that, let's have a look around. If we get rid of the snake guys... Seems like a sensible thing to do. So, what I'm going to do is... I am going to co-op onto Axiom here.
Go now.
And I'm going to use him to shoot someone in the face. Because when it gets to his actual turn, he's going to become pretty great. But Snake Boy, 72, 72, 71, so 49. Oh, and I can blow that up. That might be worth doing. 72. Right, I'm going to attempt to shoot this guy, because if I hit him, I might kill him. And I missed. But never mind. But now I've still got my turn here. Now I can then choose to use other bonus actions, or I can just shoot someone. So we're going to attempt to fire on this snake boy. And we do, we killed him, and he's down. So that's the biggest difference, is now you have to think about... Okay, that's an ability that Godmother has, which is really useful. If anyone gets too close, she just shoots them. But we're at a point now where you can see that you have to think tactically about what's going on, and things differ up. So this particular one is just clear the rooftop. Sometimes you have to save people, sometimes you have to destroy things. There's a few different ones, but it makes for some interesting gameplay. Punch him. You can also subdue people, because you're the police, you can knock them out. Take them with you and arrest them, which is pretty cool. Ooh. Ooh, alright, we can go up here. which is exactly what I'm going to do. Do I have any cover up here, though? No. But when you're up above, you generally get a bonus to shooting things, so I don't want to be near this because this can blow up. So what can I currently do? I think I've shot him. Now Axiom luckily has the ability to essentially, you know what, I am going to go up the top here. Or I can punch. Maybe I'll show you this guy's ability. Let's do some punching. So Adrenal Surge allows me to use my punching abilities without having to waste a turn. So I should be able to punch someone twice. Generally. 61% chance of hitting. 91. 61. Okay, so let's go and punch Snaky Boy here.
Making waves.
Oh, disorientated. Nice. I can only go for one of these dudes. Who's up next? The other one. So, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to do this. Now, when you add rage to your mutant dude... Oh! Nice. That was nice. What's he doing? I've not seen that before. Yeah, when you someone's unconscious, you capture them, basically. So that's really, really lucky that they fell unconscious. Alright, Godmother. Probably the person who can run the furthest and do the most damage. So we're going to try and take out Mr. Snaky Man over here, I suppose. My current hit rate, 67. And then Cherub's going to have to deal with him, I suppose. Okie dokie. I'm going to... He's disorientated at the moment, isn't he? He's next up, so I could... We're going to attempt to try and shoot this snake dude in the face. Now, so far, like... This is a nice average mission. Nothing's gone crazy wrong. I've not seen any visual bugs and stuff like that. The other problem I have with this game is just how difficult it starts out, even though XCOM is hard. I feel like this game's... Like, it gets easier. Whereas, like... you just get a lot piled on you at once. And I definitely think it's just a bit, even for normal, it's just a bit too hard. I think it ramps up just a bit too quickly. Luckily, I've managed to power through it, and I'm at a point now where I feel very confident going into most of these missions. But yeah, it was a little bit frustrating, to be honest, and you know, which is not ideal. Let's not go there. That's a bad idea. Can I even? You know what? I'm just gonna take that 43%. I'm probably gonna miss, but. Oh, I shot him off the roof. Bye, mate. That was very lucky. Most of the time I won't take anything under 70 because most of the time it doesn't work. What are we going on here? Delirium, eh? So that's one encounter, and then we go into the next encounter. You get certain abilities you can only use once, so you have to be aware when to use them and when not. I like to save them for the third encounter because usually I'm a bit beat up by then. So we'll see. So maybe now in this breach it'll be different. Are we going for, so here you can see on the main door it's got 7 agents damage likely, 2 agents likely. So you can either go in here and everyone gets free mobility, or all units can go in here for free mobility. I'm not going to go in the rappel point. I'm going to go through the front door. I'm going to use Axiom because he has the ability to scare people. We use Cherub, Godmother, and then Terminal. And what we can do here is you'll see that people will be aggressive. Now you have to, if you don't want to get shot, it's always best to target the ones that say aggressive, if you can target them. So we're gonna take that. Ooh, we got him. Alright, now I can with Cherub, I can phalanx, which will stop any of that damage, but I'm gonna wait until next turn. I'm gonna take the shot on this dude and see if I can get rid of this. He's aggressive. Ooh. Anyone else that's aggressive? No. You know what? We're just gonna get rid of this muton. They've just got a lot of health. And then lastly, this adder, who I might. That's all I can see at the moment, so let's see if I can hand it in. What we did. We just killed one of those dudes, so that's good. Okay, and we panicked someone. Now when they're panicked, they usually will just shoot people, which is quite fun. Okay, so what we're looking at, we've got snakes and mutons, which means that we've got some people here that have got a lot of health. Okay, Axiom, my friend. So I could psych myself up here, I could quake, I could try and subdue somebody. I'm going to use psych up, because that adds rage, and when you've got more rage, the better. And we're going to go and punch this dude in the face. Oh, we've knocked him unconscious. That was really lucky. So you want, the more rage you have, the more likely you are to do a status effect. And, ooh, they can move far. Ow. He also has the ability to shrug it off. He's immune to poison. So now there's a potential he might get a muton rage. No. But if the more he gets hit, the more rage he has, the likelier it is he gets that rage, and then it'll just go off on its own and start wailing on people. Which it will say on the left-hand side if that does happen. But no, not yet. Alright. So. 100% chance to hit. So in this case, I'm going to put the shield that I can do, because I can cast a shield on someone, onto Axiom here. And then shoot this snake man for 100%. Now, this is another bug that I've had where it will say 100% and I've still missed. So this game will be kind of frustrating when it wants to. That was a nice crit. Now, what I tend to do is I always like to look at the timeline to see what's coming up. So we know there's a snake dude next who is... Where are you, Mr. Snake Man? Over there. So it's not the end of the world. What do I want to do here? We've got this guy is after that. We've got a snake dude there who's not going to move for a little bit. Just going to punch with Axiom here. Where's a good place to go? So I've got a really cool ability called Ventilate, which is a 100% chance to hit every time, to my knowledge. And you know what? I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to move over here, split my dudes up, and I'm going to Ventilate on that snake man and hope to kill him. Let's see if this works. Okay, 9 damage, perfect. Bye bye, Mr. Snake. And that uses a lot of ammo. That's an ability that you definitely want. Oh dear, demolition. Let's see if that's going to shoot my cover. There goes my cover. It's an interesting skill. I've not seen that one yet. Right. So, what do I want to do here? Because when we get to the third encounter, I'm going to show some crazy things you can do. So far, I've not really done a lot of that. Snake man over there, or this Legionnaire dude. Who can I hit? 92%, 71, 49. Okay, I'm going to move, hopefully, and not dash, to try and shoot this guy here. This is part of it, is trying to figure out where you want to place yourself so you're not too much in the line of fire. Because I want to try a skill here called chain shot, so I want to be fairly close. We'll go here. This seems quite sensible. Alright. No, we're not going to chain shot you. 63% chance. Now the way that this works, if I hit, I will fire again. So let's see if I do hit. If I miss, then I don't get the other. Oh, I hit once, so I get to fire again and hopefully hit him again. And there you go. There's a good example of a bug that just happened there where it didn't show the second shot. There's a lot of stuff like that that happens in this game, and it's just really frustrating that they haven't, all this time, they still haven't sorted that out. Alright, so let's go crazy mode again. So I'm on Rage 5 currently. So I'm going to bash you in the face, disorientated you. And the snake man's going away. Oh, there's some barrels there, I just realised. We'll shoot the barrels, I think. Godmother's going to get shot. Ooh. Right. Cherub, who can you shoot? Oh, we got a chance on Snake Boy. Alright. So let's put the shield on Godmother again, because, you know,
that's protection.
we want to try and make sure she's going to die. And the great thing about that shield is it takes one hit, so one attack will be stopped. And 72% chance to hit. I like those odds. And he's down. Down for the count. Awesome. So,
my journey.
oh, I panicked him. Shoot your mate. Basically, the way panic works... Let's see, it's a good thing I put a shield on her now. Panic works in the way that you will just... Sometimes you'll shoot your friends, sometimes you'll shoot people. Now, Cherub, when he puts shields on people, he gets charges. When you get those charges up, you can do things like... He's got a shield bash. The more you do it, the more likely he'll do damage with it. Things like that. Okay. So we can't have you stood here, because... Ooh. Oh, it's a shame, it's a dash. Can I go here? Perfect. So we're going to go hide in this corner. And we're going to shotgun this dude in the face, hopefully. 85% chance. Okay, well, that's decent odds. I'd take that shot. Boom, and down he goes.
Staying close.
And now I'm going to get shot by this Legionnaire. No? Oh, he moved twice. Interesting. Alright, cool. 77. We can get a better shot on him and go this way. So you always want to constantly kind of outflank him as well.
Keep to cover.
So now I've got a much higher... I mean, I've got 2% chance to miss, which, knowing XCOM, still will happen. But we shot him in the face. That was pretty good. Alright. Let's go and punch this fool.
Hello, neighbor.
Stunned. And that. There we go, he's stunned, and that. Oh. Hit him again. There we go, that's what happens when you're raged. So, rage is good and bad, but we knocked that dude down on his ass. That was great. Now for the final encounter, which is where I'm going to pop every ability. So, okay, so I think what I'm doing now is I'm going to be trying to stop people from running away, which means I get to pop a ton of things. So I'm going to go in the secure entrance. There's less enemies here that are aggressive. Always worth doing it. Actually, in fact, I don't think anyone's going to be aggressive towards me. But we're going in here. Oh, I should use the smoke grenade. Damn it. Okay, cool. So we've got a snake person right in front of my face. Bye-bye. Bye, snake person. You're dead. We've got an adder over there. What have we got? We've got a legionary. We've got there another one. Alright, you can shoot this dude, hopefully. Oh, crit as well. Let's take out one of these as well. I'm going to use something called Alpha Strike. What this does is it allows her to have higher up on the timeline and gains a bonus action on their first turn. So, I'm going to use that. It shoots like normal, but then it also gains the extra bonus. 90% chance to hit. 75. You know what? Let's take out Snake Boy. Higher chance. Let's get rid of 2 people on. There you go. Great example of firing the wrong way. There's a lot of these little visual bugs. It's weird that it does it, and it's something that's been around in XCOM for a while now. I just don't understand why they haven't fixed it. So he's hunkered down. He's going to be running off.
Subdue if possible.
Oh, clear the rooftop. Kill or capture the lieutenant. Alright. Alright, I can do that. Alright. So, now we get to use Team Up. Team Up is an ability that allows me to just instantly put someone in second place. So, I'm going to do this. I'm going to team up, and I'm going to team up with Terminal. So now, after Axiom's had his go, Terminal will then take her go, and I'm going to do some fun things. So, we're going to Adrenaline, which allows me to use Psych Up and Smash without costing movement, basically. And then we're going to go over here and try and punch that lieutenant, which we can't do. That's fine. Oh, we can do. Okay, yeah, we want to go here, and we want to punch him. Now, hopefully, if this all goes to plan, I will knock this dude out or kill him. Oh, he's disorientated, and because I'm here again, I can technically subdue him now. 100% chance to subdue. Let's go punch him with a gun. There, he's out. He's knocked out. Perfect. Right, now, because I've teamed up with Terminal, firstly, I'm going to use Co-op. I'm going to use Co-op, and I'm going to use it on Axiom again.
I set him up, you knock him down.
I also have an item that lets me do that too. So now it's Axiom's turn again, and he can essentially psych up again. Hopefully, I can then also attack if I've done this correctly. Yep. So I can punch the adder person in the face. I can punch this legionnaire dude, and that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to come over here, smash this guy. I could have subdued him. To be honest, I didn't actually necessarily have to smash him. Right, now I've also got this item called Modular Inducer, which allows someone to take 2 actions straight away. And that is exactly what we're going to do now, is have him... Where's he gone? I don't want to use Chair, I want to do it on Axiom. The reason I do it on Axiom, he has the highest rate of, like, because he can move quite far, he can knock people out, which is fantastic. So, I can technically Quake and Subdue. So we're going to try and subdue this dude, I suppose. My turn will end, though. You know what? Let's do it. Let's punch him in the face. So normally, what I should have done was use that on somebody else who actually could have done 2 things. But that's fine. Now it's actually Terminal's go. Now I can still use some of these abilities. I can pin down, I think. No, that will end my turn now. Okay, cool. Well, what I am going to do... I've got this Legionnaire dude who's... Where's turn 2 boy? Who's over there? I think we should subdue Snake Man over here. You know what? I'm going to take that. I'm going to go knock him out. And you can see that if you keep all your abilities together, you can kind of stack them, and it becomes very advantageous. Cherub's probably going to get... oh no, Godmother's going to get her cover destroyed. Not good. Now it's Cherub's turn. Now, I have one charge, so I could run up and punch this dude. This guy's going to be going next. What do I want to do here? Probably the smart thing to do. Why can I not give the shield to somebody else? Can I just not see anybody? Is that what the problem is? Okay, well let's... Okie dokie. That makes it interesting. Gonna go here.
Okay, I'm moving.
Now, and then we're gonna put the shield, hopefully, if the game wants to co-op. There we go, we're gonna put the kinetic shield on Godmother. We're gonna use her to... Oh, it gives 15 aim now, I forgot about that. Now, 100% chance to shoot this dude will end my turn, so maybe I should move first. Let's move out of the way. I don't know if I'm actually going to kill this guy, but it's dashing there. Let's move here actually, because if I do kill this guy, then I'm at least protected from the other one. But we'll see. Yeah, you're gonna die. No, but I've destroyed the wing of that ship. Nice. Yeah, he's running away now. I would do the exact same thing. Thank God I had kinetic shield on her. That's the sensible thing to do. And Cherub gets a charge, which means now I'm going to go and twat someone with the shield. And now Axiom and Terminal are technically out in the open here, so this is going to be... Ooh, okay. First time I've seen that in a while. Okay, we've got to shoot, got to get rid of the Python. Alright, Mr. Python, mate. Let's, 67% chance. That's not very good. Let's go and punch it. Because Axiom has so much health and he regains health and armor and stuff, let's beat the shit. There we go. There, we knocked the Python out of the way. Perfect. And because I'm here now, I might as well just try and subdue Snake Boy, or should I shoot him? What's the thing? 100%? Well, clearly chain shot is the thing to go here. 87%. Let's see if this works. Go on, out the window. We hit him once. And there we go. So chain shot for some reason isn't working properly. It should fire the animation twice. I'm kind of glad the game's been messing up a little bit, so you can see that they still haven't really fixed everything. I don't know why. You can definitely tell this is a slightly lower budget XCOM in terms of what they're doing with it. Right, now that I have shield bash, charge bash, I'm going to go and knock this dude for 6. So he can't subdue, technically he can, but he uses the shield. The higher the charges, the better. And then Godmother here is going to blow the crap out of this dude. Wherever he is. He's over there. Okay, my friend. I'm going to go here. I'm going to shoot you in the face. Actually, we're going to do overtime, because that gives me a chance to have a go quicker. Before that dude does. And then we're going to attempt to shoot you. It's always worth shooting them usually more before you then subdue them. Just based on the fact that you can usually subdue them easier at that point. Can I subdue this dude? Let's find out. Always has a 100% chance to do it. There we go. Beautiful. Lightly wounded for these dudes, but rating of excellent. Captured 6 dudes. 20 intel. Nice. So you can see what like an average mission is like. Sometimes they're 1 encounter, sometimes they're 2, sometimes they're 3. But I do like the fact that it is a smaller scale. I actually really enjoy that, and that's the gameplay loop I very much enjoy. Here's what we've done. So Sea Anarchy has risen by 1, that's not good. Unrest is lowered, and Unrest is lowered there, which is ideal. Now we get a bit of a cutscene, a bit of story going on here. This is who we're going after. And this is the third, so there's 3 people that you go after. This is the 3rd team that I'm going after, and they have, each one seems to have different abilities and different types of units. These guys seem to be all about mostly aliens, so which is pretty cool, and we've got to, you know, find out about them, essentially. But now you can see things have moved along, and if we look at the city now, get on with it. But yeah, so these guys have high tech, so I have to be aware that their guns are going to do more damage. So this place has anarchy, so this is something that I would have to look into and be like, oh crap, I need to do this now. And you also have different types of missions, but you can tell looking around what I need to resolve, essentially. But yeah, that is essentially XCOM Chimera Squad. It's definitely good. It is a fun game. I think the difficulty curve is a little bit too hard for normal to start with. You just constantly don't. The biggest problem is you don't have enough people to start with. You only have 4, I think, or you get a 5th one very quickly. But as soon as somebody's out injured, you then have to make the decision of like keep them injured and put them on the squad or research and stuff. It's just a little bit too. It's like Luckily, things don't progress too much in terms of city anarchy and things early on, but it is frustrating for sure. Other than that, you've seen some of the visual bugs in there, so luckily I didn't have to do anything with the movement. But it just sucks that XCOM or the Firaxis and 2K just haven't bothered to fix these things. Like, these are the same bugs that were happening in XCOM Enemy Unknown and XCOM 2. It's just like, it shouldn't be that hard. I feel like they're not addressing it. And, you know, I know this game was only like 10 quid when I bought it, but still, this is things that have been going on for years. You guys need to address this and sort it out. Like, it's not okay. The bugs I've been encountering have generally messed me up as well. Not so much the visual stuff, but like the movement problems and where I had 100% and I missed. Like, these are things that you can't have in a game that relies on information, basically. So there you go, that's my thoughts on XCOM Chimera Squad, sorry. If you like the video, obviously hit like. If you want to see more content like this, hit subscribe. Links for Facebook and Twitter are down below. Hopefully going to be looking at some games this year, with any luck, and be giving you some guys some kind of impressions and whatnot. But until next video, I'll see you then.